Good afternoon, commentators, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to present my a part of my research of this year, which is funded by the university, is the consequence from the research of last year. Last year I presented my research on how to educate the Thai people to enhance their ethics or quality of life in general. And this year I limit my research to the youth, how to educate the youth today to be good citizens. The idea came to me when I was invited by the Senate to be the advisor to the committee of the ethical committee, and there is a complaint that now the Thai people, the morality of the Thai people is lowered and lowered, and we are worried where it will end. The corruption is very manifest, and no one complained about the corruptions. So how can we educate how to solve this problem in our country? So I suggest to them that we have to change the way the way of teaching. And when we say the teaching is very, we have to complain that now in the curriculum there is no subject about the morality, about on this kind of education, of moral education, and it's a place for all the curriculum. So we must do it outside the curriculum, and so how to do that. So this presentation is a part of my research funded by Sunananta, entitled Postmodern Education for the Undergraduate Students of present-day Thailand. So it is limited from the last year. Last year I researched to use postmodern education for all the Thai people, and so today I can limit it to the students of the undergraduate students, that is B1, Okay, next. The objective is to find out the appropriate materials as the new logic to induce them to do good for their own interest and happiness. Why I emphasize on the new logic? Because now our students have no course of philosophy to study in the university, but their philosophy and their logic is very wonderful. They argue that now their aim of life is not to gain heaven, because it's not interesting to go to heaven. You meet only the old monks, the old nuns who are praying. It's not interesting. So they have no need. They have no interest to go to heaven. The problem is how to avoid hell. That is the problem. It's not interesting to go to heaven. And their argumentation or their logic is that the best way to avoid hell is to not to profess any religion. If you are a Buddhist, the Buddhist hell will not invite you. Will not welcome you. And you must not be a Christian, so that the Christian hell will not welcome you. You should not even to profess Islam, and then Islam hell will not welcome you. So you will be free if you don't have any religion. That is the logic. And that is in such a kind of argumentation. How can we argue with these people of the new generation so that they may be good citizens? If we don't take care of this, the corruption in the country is very well known, and that is the logic of our children. So that corruption is not bad if you give something to if you share something to other people. So the corruption is okay. That is very dangerous. All the Thai people know this. So this is the background of my research. And so how can we solve this? So, and I found out from the last research is that we must try to give the new logic to them. Okay, and so now the new logic, at least at these 2 points, but here there are more, but I limit to 2 important points. That is to accomplish the inner capacity of the creativity and accomplish the inner capacity of adaptivity. That is, we have to argue with them. That is, when as they are humans, all humans want to be happy, and that is not only humans. We have to, and that is the general argumentation. But for the students who have some knowledge have the scientific knowledge, they have knowledge of various subjects that they learn in the university. So we have to base our argumentation from what they know from the courses of study, from physics, chemistry, biology, cosmology, history, something from what they learn. That it should be the base for our logic. So we have to start from the reality of life. So go on. In exerting effort for such accomplishment, they automatically acquire all the 4 constituents of human integrity lauded by greatest thinkers of humanity, such as the Lord Buddha, Aristotle, Thomas Aquinas, Avicenna. And I can present on this learned as philosophers, not as fathers of religion. Why? I can give you the reason at the end. Quote on. There have been unending experimentation to reduce the whole into a set of few virtues for the situation used in educating the youth in Thailand. That is the present fact of education of morality in Thailand, which according to the committee of the Senate committee, they say that he is hopeless because on this there are so many efforts to educate the youth by presenting many sets of virtues. For example, the most famous is the set of 12 virtues by ใครที่ปกปิด2คุณธรรมท่านอินเดียครับท่านอินไกเชียน the previous prime minister he said that if we educate the Thai people in these 12 virtues, it is 12 virtues. That, but many have tried this, but with no all fails. So the committee of the Senate want to see something new, so that may give hope to the people. So this, so I in my research, I say that we must start from the reality of life of the students, of the youth themselves, as they are humans, and as humans, they are also they have the body, and their body have also the instinct of animals, and as animals, they have the instinct of also of the plants, and as the plants, the living as the plants have also some instinct of the stone. That body is also the matter. So we have to try to analyze the reality of life. That is, a human being that is composed of a body which is material. So we have the stone also as the matter. The stone has the instinct of happiness. That is, all the matters feel happy if they can exert their inertia. So, for example, the stone is very happy if it can stand there without anyone to trouble it. And if the bullet is running, so it wants to go on running. If you obstruct it, it will resist you. So it means that the matter feel happiness if it can continue what it is doing by staying still at the stone or is running like the bullet. See? Our body also is a matter, so it has the tendency to be happy as a matter. But that is not the authentic happiness as human being. We have to try to explain to them like that. So fact of the universe, yes, the universe is a matter. The development of the universe, the universe is developed a little until there are living life in this universe. And as life, the plants feel happy if it can absorb material to nourish itself. That is, by eating, the plants feel happy. So human beings also want to eat not without limit. So, as if you follow this tendency of happiness, you will be like a plant. If you are a plant, okay, we allow you to do that. But as you are human, that is not the authentic happiness for you. Okay. So, development of the plant develop into animals. The animals sometimes want to be happy like a stone. When it wants to sleep, don't worry, otherwise it may bite you. See? Because it feels happiness in that position. See? But the animal also is a plant, so when it is hungry, it wants to eat. That is the happiness as a plant. But animals also have the instinct of reproduction, and to use the polite word. So I say that the instinct of the animals is to preserve their genes. They want to preserve their genes. When they die, they want their genes to be reborn in the next generation. So they want. So one has the tendency to be happy when one has many wives, so that they can feed more genes to the next generation. See? And when they have children, they want to protect their children. They feel happy if they see that their children have more chance, more opportunity. Oh, sorry. Okay. So I finish. That is one part of my research of this year. When you are human, those happiness are not your happiness. You must be happy as a human. So you must follow your instinct of the intellect, of reasoning. That is the happiness, authentic happiness of human beings. That is, you must create, when you are born as human, you must create something. And you must feel that that is the authentic happiness for a human being, to create something. And the best way of creating is to do something, to give happiness to others. That is the best way of creativity of a human being. So try to do, when you are born a human, don't die without doing something for other, to give happiness to somebody else. That is the best happiness of a human being. So I think that this is the best way to educate the young generation, by starting from the fact of life and then ending with the happiness, the authentic happiness as a human being. By creating something, the best way creating is to create something that gives happiness to others. That is the best way of creativity. Thank you. Okay, questions? You are happy?
Yes.
Okay, I'm happy also.
I like your concept. I like very much what you are doing, and the only question that I may have for you is how do we teach this approach to different cultures?
That will be the aims of the further research. This research, I emphasize only the material. And then after that, I am asking my students, many of my students are here, they have to extend my research and to apply to the real education. How to use these new ideas to put into practice. They have to use the dramatic language. Right? That's one thing. Yeah. Then on other, we have to use all the technologies that we have in our day to supplement to this research. That is, in one research, we cannot include everything in one research. It's very large research. Okay.
For me, in case you need to publish this paper in proper ways, try to ignore the word I. Okay, I think to use we or the authors or authors. Okay, and rearrange for the the word that connect to each other.
Okay.
Well, thank you. I think this was a very impressive, and I like your style of lecturing and teaching. You are a philosophy professor? Is that correct?
Yeah. I think I have been philosopher since I was 10 years old. If you want to know that, I need 3 minutes if you want to the explanation. Why? I think that I have been philosopher since I was 10 years old.
Well, we both have 10-year-old sons. But I guess I was very interested in your opening statement about students thinking they can avoid hell by not professing a religion. And that comes back to the philosophical question, can we teach ethics without religion or the supernatural? So I think, what would you say? Do you think we can teach ethics through science and things like that without having to use religion?
Yes, and that is my problem. I try to avoid maintaining any religion. I want to induce the youth to do good for his own happiness. But the best happiness for him is to give happiness to others. That is the best happiness. Without teaching from any further religion. But in my deep sentiment, I feel that if one dedicate himself to create, to do something, to gain happiness by doing good, by giving happiness to others, one day he will need more authentic happiness. Or as we said, I use the Christian term. If one is satisfied already with the natural happiness, he will think of the supernatural happiness. Then at that time, he will need religion. And that we must be ready to give him advice. What religion, and we should give him freedom to choose various religions that we have in Thailand. He can choose to be Buddhist or Christian or Muslim as he likes at that stage. Do you agree with me? That will be the aim of the next research. Okay, from the floor.